Day in the life of a true Brexit geezer.
Woke up proper, half a Stella can teetering on my bedside table. Slammed it down like I just scored the winner at Wembley. Sun creeping through the blinds, hitting the Union Jack above my bed. But I didn't care. When have I ever let anyone or anything bright ruin my day? Morning, Susan! Loud enough for her to know that I was the man. Authority established before my feet even hit the carpet. She muttered something about breakfast, probably planning some new Weetabix scheme. Job done, dominance asserted, time to see my little princess. Absolute angel, isn't she lovely? Smoking a roll up in a fake pink Blakely hoodie, looking at me like I'm her personal superhero. Then there's George, the other little shit, running around his room like a wasp trapped in a glass. You're a right little wanker, you. And you know what, George? I haven't a clue who you get it from. Breakfast is sacred. I poured my tea straight into a pint glass. Dash of Marmite for authenticity. Because Marmite isn't just a condiment, it's a sovereign nutrient. I eat the beans straight from the can. And yes, I call myself a warrior of sovereignty while doing so. Susan makes the fry up at the weekend, pretending to be busy and keep the little ones happy. When we all know it's the magic fairy that completes all the household tasks.
I don't know how it happens, if it's the house or what, but any dirty clothes you put in this basket, somehow the next day they're just clean, folded, and in a perfect pile on your bed.
You're not serious.
I couldn't believe it at first either.
Stop mugging it, Susan, you lazy slag. Midweek, she's a 4 Weetabix with an ounce of sugar kind of girl. On a diet, bless her. I sip my tea like it's an Olympic sport. One hand on the cup, the other is either grabbing the newspaper or my massive meat wand. My toast is smeared with Brexit-approved jam. The imported stuff is banned. Life's good. Revved up the Bugatti. Look at that license plate. Engine roaring like a lion. And I headed to the job centre. Wankers there kept asking me to put a shirt on. Assert yourself? Apply for a job? Me? Nah, those fucking rubber dinghy rapids blokes have taken them all from me, haven't they? Not happening. Last week, what did I do? I punched the careers advisor in the chin, didn't I? Stella takes over the meat fist sometimes. All in good banter, of course. Security guard's me mate from down the pub. He gets it. Everyone else lost in the left wing. Parked in the only disabled bay. Why, you ask? Hungover. Waved me Union Jack at cyclists like I'm some sort of sovereign superhero. Met my mate Dave outside his gaff. Proper gentleman, Davies. He was out there sitting in his green plastic chair while his dog just gnawed through the wooden fence like it was cardboard. Always good for a laugh, him. Pint in my hand, pure banter. But I quickly realised I was running late to get George from footy practice. I tell you what, the pitch was looking gorgeous. The grass was cut like Wembley. Lads running about, footy mums looking tartalicious. Refs a complete and utter tosser. Chinned one last week, and he's still talking about it to this day. Get a grip, mate. Took a moment to scream, "Take back control!" at the pigeons on the pitch, because that's the only time the government listens, innit? They got little microphones in them. Pigeons aren't real. George was there practicing his dribbling, weren't he? Well, I was just there getting all the wives dribbling with my mammoth physique. Pass it left, George! Never let Brussels intercept. George nodded seriously. My little princess is over in the corner huffing a balloon, watching me like I was some sort of tactical genius. On the way home, what did I do? Popped into Toby's Carvery. Plate piled high. Pure scranophon. See that, son, I said? I haven't seen beef flaps that tender since your mum shit you out. George had a little giggle, didn't he? Because he laughs at everything I say. If not, he'd get fucking chinned. We're all smiling. All was right in the world. Right, time to go back home. God save the Queen, spinning on the vinyl. Stella poured into my Amstel glass that I stole from the pub. All systems go. Had a scroll through bloody AI-generated propaganda on Facebook. Believed and commented on every single post. Even George joined in, bloody spamming England flag emojis like a tiny little diplomat. Argued in a comment section I didn't understand, and shared a picture with a flag on it because it just felt right. Spent the next 2 hours beating my meat to GB News, occasionally pausing the abuse to scream, sovereignty. Decided to hit the shops because Susan was too busy doing nothing at home all day. Probably scrolling Instagram, pretending to work, or just staring at the fucking wall. So I headed to Tesco's and proceeded to complain about the prices the entire time. Every single one of my sentences ended with Brexit. The local patrons in the shop looked alarmed. Never have they seen so much passion from such a beautiful hunk of meat. George was clapping though, my little soldier. That's all I need in this world. The support of my family. I strolled through the aisles and spat at every imported product and proceeded to pick up a crate of Stella, trudging through the aisles wearing my new trainers that were made in Pakistan. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to head to Sports Direct and get George a new tracksuit. He's looking like a bit of a mug. I ended up moaning the whole bloody way about every driver on the pissing road. Some bloody bint in a Mini nearly made me swerve into a hedge. I muttered that the EU was secretly controlling our traffic and ruining roundabouts on purpose. A strategic tactical advantage. Was trying to listen to music, but me bloody Spotify was buffering due to the immigrants stealing my 4G. I got home and, you know, I couldn't help but feel like the afternoon nap was around the corner. Meat sweats are setting in, so I took this time to declare admin time. So I led there, fully horizontal on the sofa, telly's blasting with some bloke yelling about caravans and crime statistics, pretended to listen while playing Coin Master half asleep, waking up every 10 minutes to shout, exactly, yeah, at nothing in particular. The old printer stayed off today because I don't have one. All important literature in my life is tattooed onto my skin. Instead, I just decided to scroll Facebook again. George asked for a bloody snack, didn't he? You'd think I don't feed the bugger. I just handed him a multi-pack of fucking Lidl own brand crisps and told him that I was budgeting. Had to pop out again, obviously, didn't I? Quick wander to the Bookies just to check something. Stayed 20 minutes too long, watching horses I'd already decided were rigged. Put a fiver on some horse called Thunder Patriot because the name sounded, English. Lost immediately, blamed the technology, walked back feeling robbed by society. Stopped at the car wash on the way home, even though the car wasn't even dirty. And I'd obviously walked there on foot, just needed somewhere to stand and look important. Thought about life, you know, the country, and whether I deserved another pint yet. And quickly I decided yes, because that is the only correct answer. Had a word with the neighbours over the fence, beer now in my hand, explaining how I'd sort the country out if anyone actually let me. Garden gnomes were there watching me like some sort of tiny generals. I'll get George to shoot the fuckers later on with my air rifle. Neighbours are slowly backing away at this point, which I took as a sign of respect. I tried to explain reform policies, but ended up ranting about wheelie bins, parkings, and how things were better when you could just say whatever you wanted. Evening means the pub, of course. Same stall, same pint, same blokes who've been there all day. Complained about the price of everything while buying another round. Argued about football like it was foreign policy. Called the lager proper without knowing it was brewed in Prague. Gave a speech that no one asked for. Got told to shut the fuck up in the meantime. Took that as a win at the end of the day and then chinned the cunt anyway. Barmaid's rolling her eyes. Probably because she's never seen such a fucking handsome devil. Lads are laughing. Balance restored. No more needs to be said really. That god bloke made a video the other week on the pub. Let's not rehash old news. Back home later than I said I'd be. The house is quiet. The telly's on too loud. Fired off some more angry comments online about whatever came to my mind first. Started a post. Forgot what I was saying about halfway through. Posted the fucker anyway. Blamed the Wi-Fi, the weather, and society in general.
I just don't give two shits what anyone thinks about me.
Kids are asleep now. Susan sat there still fucking scrolling away. Has she actually done fuck all today? And me? What am I doing? I'm stood by the window with a can. Convinced tomorrow would finally be the day that everything just makes sense again. Ended the night planning big things I won't do. Complaining about small things I won't fix. Same routine tomorrow? Footy, pub, telly.
What's your 6, Anne?
Retard. Retard, you need 2 R's, and I'm afraid there's only one there.
Knowing everything, learning nothing, wouldn't change a fucking thing. Get 'em out.